for the dinghy.
Fucking anchor.
I can see Captain Tom with a small anchor, kind of tied around. I can see that. Honestly, I really could.
I could see like a gold chain with an anchor on it. Maybe.
I think this will
We
work
get a
just
whack.
fine. I've used an anchor many times to disable nautical traps. Now, I don't think this is a nautical trap, but maybe it will work the same. You're the expert.
It's
I
the same
have full
principle, Captain.
confidence
Same
in
principle.
you.
So what you need to do is to tie the rope on the anchor. And as me and Wilbur start to pull the statue off, you need to pull the rope and pull the anchor onto the pressure plate.
You got it. Sounds like something I can do.
And we're going to do this ever so gently, too. It's not going to be a jerking pull. It's going to be done ever so gently.
It's not going to be a snatch and pull.
No, it's not going to be jerk and yank. It's going to be slide slowly and slide the anchor on. That way, we want to keep the weight proportionate, Captain. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
How much do you think that statue weighs?
I would say it probably weighs about 15 pounds.
Oh, well,
Maybe
this boat
20
anchor
pounds.
weighs well over that, so that'll be fine.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
The Shrouded
I'll
Lord,
turn
thank you
around
very
to
much for
everybody
the
and
follow,
say,
Shrouded
all
Lord.
right, clear out. We're getting a major operation underway here. We're about to steal a statue from the Diablos.
I kind of shake my head and walk.
I want no part of this, says the paladin as he kind of scampers away. He said that on several occasions, actually, if I'm not memory serves me correct.
It's legit.
I just don't want any part of this.
Wilbur, hands at the ready.
Ah!
Prepare yourself to pull this rope. Very good, Wilbur. We're gonna get some jade statue for us. Just think of all the gold, friend.
Alright, so you guys are wanting to simultaneously pull something off, pull something else on simultaneously?
Yeah, just slowly. Like if you had two books, Dave, and they were stacked on top of a pressure plate, kind of
Like Indiana Jones,
Exactly.
like the swap
Yeah.
the sandbag out
This
for
is
the
a
dice.
very
Yeah.
tactical move requiring lots of coordination.
Lots of
and
dexterity also.
Lots of dexterity and ingenuity. But the good news is, between me and Mordecai, we've got dexterity to spare.
And
This is going to go off
Wilbur,
without a
too.
hitch.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and tie my rope off and throw my rope over the wall here and drag it out here and give my rope to Wilbur, which is going to be tied around the statue.
So all the dexterity in the world just went to the bruteful owlbear. So
I rig up the anchor on my rope, and I put it in position.
I'm gonna
Now,
do
Wilbur,
a dexterity.
when I tell you to pull, I want you to pull firmly, but I want you to pull slowly and gently against the rope, okay? That's right, Wilbur. 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to pull easy.
All right, Wilbur. Remember, just like when we're hoisting in the mainsails, we want to go consistent speed, same motion, so we don't get the sails bunched up on each other. You remember that, don't you?
And he salutes the captain.
All right, matey. Let's get
Wilbur,
this done.
I've got some peanut butter candy in my pocket. If you do a good job, I'll give you some peanut butter candy.
Oh, he drops the rope, and he's ready to eat some peanut butter.
No, get the rope, buddy. You got to get the job done first, and then peanut butter candy.
Wilbur, we've got to haul in the mainsails before we get to go to the galley. Remember, this is just like being aboard the Emerald Queen.
Alright. So
Alright.
y'all got everything set up now, right?
We're ready to go. Captain, you might want to back out of there.
I suggest everyone cover their ears and take cover behind this corner.
Very well, very well.
Things could go very badly, but I'm willing to risk it.
Okay.
On my count, guys. 3,
Mordecai, hold on. What are you doing behind me, man?
3.
Wait, why am I up here if you're all the way back there? What's going
Well,
on?
come on back, Captain. You've got enough rope.
All right, I'm here.
3, 2, 1. Pull.
Aye, aye.
I'm like in
So,
the I have
what-
assumed
what
like
happens
the
as you-
earthquake drill position.
Well, just as you're telling Wilbur to, Wilbur gets. You can tell Wilbur's just getting. He's starting to get antsy, Captain Tom. And as you say, 3, 2, 1. Wilbur just pulls this as hard as he can. I mean, he just hoists this thing as
Wilbur, what are you doing? No!
Captain, pull.
he pulls it. Wilbur, you said pull the sails. Wilbur's a big bruteful ox. He's trying to hoist the sail up as hard as he can. So, and he pulls it, and you hear like a
Wait, as I see that, is there a chance that I can save this with the boat anchor? Because I think that if this can be saved, a boat anchor is the only thing that could do it.
So what do you mean by saving it with the boat anchor?
I mean, when I see him rip the thing as hard as he can, is there a chance that I can pull the boat anchor on fast enough to replace the weight of the statue like we wanted to anyway?
I will let you do a dexterity check. Actually, it's gonna be a strength contest because he is just barely. Well, he's ripping this thing. It's like he's ripping an arm off and going to feed his young or something. I mean,
Wouldn't it be strength versus dexterity? Wilbur's strength versus his dexterity?
I've already done my roll, so Captain,
okay.
you can go ahead and do a finesse type of roll, and we'll
Just
see what
dexterity
happens.
or whatever?
Yeah, just dexterity. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, we're not holding on to the same rope, right?
Correct. You're on 2. Yeah,
Okay.
he's behind. You're pulling.
I just
yeah.
wanted to make sure
Correct,
this very
yes.
complicated setup was clear
Yes.
to everyone here.
I have
Hey,
no idea
you
what
said
to do.
hoist the sails. Wilbur gets excited. He's the first mate. He wants to hoist the sails, and he just yanks as soon as he hears the countdown. I mean, he just yanks as hard as he can, Captain. I mean, he's an owlbear. So as you grab, you grab it, but the anchor gets the jade statue and the anchor gets twisted up together, and you hear something shatter.
What happened?
I think you and Mordecai's little scheme has resulted in the net loss for everybody, Captain. No jade statue, I fear.
Captain, it seems like your first mate failed to follow orders there.
I run into the room. What do I see?
There is a massive pile of jade chunks.
No.
I mean, the jade is still worth something,
Yeah.
obviously, but it's just
Oh,
not
yeah,
worth as much as
Not
it
worth
would have
the
been in
thousands.
statue.
Well, but the good news here is
The
even
anchor's
though this
okay,
is
though. I
bad,
mean, that's a good thing, Captain Tom. The anchor's fine.
that is
Right.
good news. But also, we don't have to deal with people being scared to buy something made of the Diablos. Now we've just got jade that we sell on the open market.
There you go, Captain.
That's a very good point, Captain. All right. So I imagine we're going to spend a little bit of time collecting this jade.
I'm going to collect my rope, and I was like, Captain, you're welcome to all of the jade, and I think we had a little deal there.
Well, technically, the deal was that you would help me get the statue out of here.
Well, technically, your owlbear didn't follow the orders in the plan and
You're right.
caused the statue to burst.
That is true.
So,
But
with that technicality, the deal still stands, bud.
All right, you fools. Let's get this onyx or jade or whatever the devil it is together and press on. I don't care about what little deals you and Mordecai here are cutting behind our backs. We're all in this together. Let's get it all up. And I start picking up jade just like I helped it.
all right,
in the first place.
how much jade can I get, Dave, in a bag? I mean, as far as value wise,
The statue was worth probably You guys would have guessed probably around 1,000 gold. The jade is probably there's probably about 350 worth of jade here, so probably about a third of the value worth of jade. There's I would say there's at least a small sack of it. And I mean, you're not getting out every little dust and piece of dust and fragment, just the large pieces.
Not gonna comb it or anything.
Big chunks.
Sir, we've combed the desert and we ain't found shit.
Spaceballs.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh my god, what a fucking Afro pick.
All right, Mordecai. Here's what I'm going to do. Because
and he's pointing towards Mordecai. And he's like kind of working, looks like he's like pulling ropes, Captain. He's like mimicking pulling ropes and got his arms up in the air and
that's good, Wilbur, but unfortunately this went pretty poorly. Mordecai, here's what I want to do. I'm an honorable man, and I stick by a deal. But if we look at this objectively, the conditions of the deal were not met. So what I'm going to do is I'll let you take your pick of 3 of these runes, and I'll keep the other 3. You can take any 3. 3 of these are for weapons, 3 of these are for armor. You can have these. I will keep the others.
I'll take all 3 weapon runes.
You got it.
Well, I'm just going to go home then, fellows. If all the loot is split between you and Mordecai, good night. I will see you back at the shanty, where I'll be drinking fine elvish wine in the comfort of my own home. Thank you very much.
Come on back, Vance. We can proceed.
Vance, everything's fine.
Are you quite sure?
Listen.
If you hens are
would you like me to leave
talking,
my
can we
little
move
possessions
on?
with you as well?
Vance, I found these runes all by myself and made a very artful dive to catch them. Therefore, Finders Keeper states that they are mine. I can do with them what I wish.
Everybody, shut up and start walking.
All right, Vance, it looks like we've been taken hostage. We better move. I think she'll shoot.
Been taken for a lot more than hostage by
Here you go, Wilbur,
a pack
buddy.
of scoundrels.
You tried anyway, man. Here's you some candy.
Come on, Agnes, let us press on. Let's leave these fools behind.
would have been easier just to
Oh, this building up here, Dave.
there was no trap. The trap had been broken over time, so there was a pressure plate, but he had no clue. That's what I like about my system. Okay.
Is there like a door or anything leading into
Yeah,
this?
it looks like just like a small home, a small cottage, all intact. Windows are there, draperies up in up in the windows, a door. This house is sort of tilted down a little bit though, as it's kind of the rear end of the house, the opposite side of where you're at, is sort of propped up on coming out of the wall, sort of like so. The door's probably going to have to be busted open because it looks like the hinges are on the outside.
And there's windows and stuff in it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Can I maybe peek in the windows? I doubt it'd be much.
Yeah,
light in there,
you're
but
able to. Yeah, it's
Can I
pitch
just kick
black.
the door in?
Oh, Agnes, please give me some
Right
kind of
ahead.
strength check. Add in athletics if you want to do that too. Sure.
Make sure to bring Killian up here as well.
Oh yeah, Agnes just says step away, and she just tell us what you do, Agnes. I mean, you just walk right up to this door and.
I push whoever's out of the way, and fucking Chuck Norris the damn thing. And
Whoa!
Wow. The
she's
door
pissed.
goes in.
She's been waiting too long for these hens to stop squawking.
Agnes, what's going on? Why are you just kicking in doors willy-nilly? This is craziness.
You know a faster way to get into a locked door? Or a stuck door?
Well, that's a fair point. All right, let's do it.
Ladies first, Vance.
She's already kicked. Come with
Wow,
me.
ladies first.
You're my
Vance.
torch bearer, Agnes. Come on with the torch now. I can't see a damn thing without light.
Wow.
And light.
Peek my head
Eyes.
inside.
So, Vance walks in. Agnes in behind Vance. Torch ablazing. And it looks like
I go
a
in as
simple
well.
cottage. Everything is almost undisturbed over the stands of time. And there are 3 piles of bones that are on the floor. With clothes mixed in and whatnot. So
These look like humanoids or whatever.
yes, definitely. Yeah. Upon closer inspection, they appear to be elves, and this is elvish architecture, probably from one of the woods, one of the large forests or woods.
Yeah, I would be familiar with this type of stuff.
You most certainly would.
From the
Vance.
Queen's Woods and all.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Appears to be some elvish structure of some sort, fellows. Be respectful when you trot upon with your heavy boots and peg legs and whatnot.
That's
Yeah.
Captain Tom's search roll, by the way.
Okay, as you are searching around, there is.
Those mine.
All right, for that big roll, we'll just take the first one instead of 15. So
Okay.
on any like single type of roll, we'll take the first one.
Okay, good deal.
So yeah, that's how we'll do that. Now, Captain, you start looking around, and also Agnes. Go ahead and give me one, and Vance. Everybody's kind of. It depends. I mean, Vance, are you kind of scouring around inside of the?
I'm looking around.
Inside of the. Yeah, sure. Everybody, give me a perception check, please. So,
Fail.
yeah.
Yeah, well, she's kind of seeing red from waiting for you
Exactly.
two all afternoon.
She's raging.
Agnes is.
I whisper to Mordecai.
She's feisty.
I think it's time to use around Agnes.
You think what?
I think it's that time of the month, Mordecai. You'd better be on your P's and Q's around Agnes.
Ride the tide, baby, ride the tide.
Anytime a woman is kind of angry.
You didn't hear that, Agnes. You didn't hear that. I whispered it.
Out of character or not, anytime.
Agnes would probably kill all their characters. She's a badass fighter, man.
I got you.
All right, so Captain Tom, in the cupboard, you find a sort of like a silver set.
Oh, this is very nice.
There's about 21 pieces in there. 7 knives, 7 spoons, and 7 forks, all silver.
Okay.
What's
gonna
the
come out of
split
this-
on that, Captain? Mordecai gets 3 forks and you get 3 knives? How's this work now?
Listen here, Vance. I'm more than willing to split all this amongst the party. There was just a very...
How benevolent of you. Yes, yeah.
Before
We're just
you
here
people
hanging
start
about.
wheeling and dealing, are you also not forgetting this is the first time that we're seeing metal around here?
No. Wow, Agnes is on the ball. Yes, you're quite right.
Well, that's a good point. Although, I'm more concerned with the value of the treasure. But that is a very, very astute observation.
Yeah,
Well, we
what's
still
up,
don't know what reason the metal was gone from that other building down
A
the
very
road.
high part, one of the high up cabinets. It was tucked away in there.
What's that, the silver?
Yeah, the
Okay.
small container, yeah.
Alright, I don't see anything else in here, fellas. I think we should just press on, I guess.
Are there any weapons laying around?
Let Agnes hit something before she turns on us.
Aye, let's keep looking. I saw some other buildings back over there.
You did? Oh, okay.
Yes, I can't believe you didn't. They're very large.
Well,
Kind of like the staircase here in between the two.
you people see all sorts of things. Let me get to look.
Eyes, open them.
Yes, I do see a staircase. It's right there beside me.
Don't stand so close to me.
She is on fire tonight. Alright, as you guys are coming out and kind of bickering with one another, you do not notice, sort of at the very last moment, you hear a very high-pitched, sort of like a, I want to say like a very, very, very high-pitched type of grinding with one another, like a, and there are three four-legged creatures that basically descend out of the darkness and the shadows and start to attack. So,
But where is that damn holy man?
they are going to. They basically are taking you by surprise because of all of the jibber jabber that is going on within the party. Agnes, you have one on you. Killian, he has one on him, which Killian is up here.
Killian.
Awesome. Sorry about that. Killian is also up here. So these creatures basically come out of nowhere and get the jump on everyone. Also, Captain Tom, you have a creature on you as well, and they look like this.
Oh dear. Would I recognize these days?
Give me a nature check, please. You can
I'd
actually
love
give
to.
me a subterranean, so give me a dungeoneering check.
I can't do that. Nature will be fine, but yeah, Killian's the dungeoneer, I believe.
Okay, yeah. I will do that for. Let me get on Killian's token. Yeah. As you hear this high pitched type of squeal, Killian yells out, "Rust monsters!"
Sweet Jesus.
Rust, they're here to take me treasure. Quickly. Rust monsters are the bane of my existence. They eat all my gold and leave me there to rot. I won't let it happen again.
Alright, so.
Well, then why didn't you suggest that when we saw the metal shavings?
His memory isn't quite what it should be. I don't think.
All right.
I think the memories escaped me at that moment in time. Much
Oh,
like
so
the
this is like
alehouse
the
drakes.
Oh, Captain. Rust Krakens.
Rust krakens.
Yep. I'm gonna get the crossbow out.
The rust monsters are going to get an attack first because of the surprise round, and then I will go ahead and well, you guys can go ahead and do that. You guys can go ahead and roll.
Oh, you want us to roll initiative? Okay.
Yeah, might as well go ahead.
By the by, I'm not keeping count of the Krakens tonight.
I think that was the first one I've heard.
Vance, they're here to take me boat anchor. We can't let them have it.
Throw it at him and let's run away, Captain.
Captain, tell Wilbur to throw those glaives down in front of him.
I've got a brilliant idea. Why don't you let them hold those knives of yours, Mordecai, and then we'll flee.
How about I let
Mordecai,
your
we
face
need
hold one of my
the
knives?
harpoons. They're very, very important. We can't just throw them away.
Okay, the first rust monster that is on Agnes, it is going to perform a rusting antenna attack, and it is a 12 versus physical defense.
Miss.
Okay, next up on Killian, 18 versus physical defense, which on Killian, that is an 18 versus physical defense. That is a hit. You see the armor on Killian. He does take 1 point of damage, and all of a sudden you see the armor just slide right off of him. Basically, it just turns into a dust. Basically,
I
it
thought
just
is his armor metal?
His armor is
I
a
thought it
magic
was
bone
bone.
plate armor.
Well, he does have the bone, but it
Yeah.
is heavy armor.
it is heavy
okay.
armor. I do have to do a saving throw, so
Oh my
I
god.
was under the impression it was some sort of damn crab shell or something.
Yeah,
he
I
was
thought
wearing.
that's what it
like
was,
some kind of
too.
teenage
That's
It
what,
is-
it's
turtle
just
or
a
something.
chest
it
piece.
it is considered magical. So it is a hard save of 16. So the save is a fail. So the armor is damaged beyond repair. Adjust defenses accordingly, and the target is now considered to be wearing no armor whatsoever. But if there was a successful save, the armor wouldn't be affected. So the effect is permanent until the creature obtains new armor. So Killian's armor is ruined and turns into a sort of like a metallic dust as it slides down to the ground in small piles around him.
So I have leather armor, so this shouldn't. I mean, it's not going to dissipate my leather armor. Is it?
Not with its rusting antenna, but with its caustic bite, it affects creatures wearing light armor and no armor.
Got it.
So we've got heavy and light and no armor covered. So,
Okay.
all right. So let's see. As the oh my goodness, Killian's going to be so pissed off that his magical armor is gone.
With that miss damage, we all kind of are.
So, Captain, the attack
That's
is
not
a
a-
15
that's
versus
not a hit.
physical defense.
That's
Okay.
a miss.
Okay. You're still gonna take 5 damage from the miss, and that's it.
Okay.
All right. So we shall roll initiative, which we have. Mordecai, you just saw the magical properties of. Basically, you saw a sort of like a flash come from Mordecai, from Killian, and sort of like a vapor and a scream, kind of just fade up, sort of like a smoke. So Mordecai, you are up. I need to refigure Killian's armor class.
Dave, we did say that my dagger attack was the same thing as me shooting a crossbow as well, right? That light crossbow.
The
because it
light
was all-
crossbow, yeah. It'll
Yeah,
be
the
the
damage
same.
and everything
The
was the
damage
same.
is the same.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's 1d8,
So that-
right?
That's what I'm going to use, but I'm going to fire an arrow at that Rust Kraken and see if I can hit him.
I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, I gotta go to the little girl's room right quick.
All right. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead. And
Mordecai,
we'll take a
your
break
attack.
now. It was an 11 versus armor class.
Ooh.
For the rest monster, that was a miss. And you did
So
no
it takes
damage.
3 damage.
Except,
Oh,
yes,
it takes
3
three.
damage for the miss, yes, correct.
Yep.
Captain Tom!
All right, so the captain's gonna do something real special here. He's gonna hold up his necklace that none of the party has ever seen before. It's tucked beneath his pirate coat all the time, but it's got an anchor on it and a wave carved into a silver symbol here, and it's got turquoise and everything on it, make it look like the water. And he lifts it up. And he says, "Saltbeard, bestow upon me your mighty gift." And he's going to use his class feature sorcerer spell, Wings of the Albatross.
Jesus,
And,
Captain.
What
Whoa,
happens
wall of
is
text.
when he says this, a sort of hazy mist forms around him, and 2 huge feathery wings like those of a massive seagull sprout from his back. And he can basically fly this turn. So the captain is going to, after having this very, religious ceremony, is going to
Epiphany?
is going to fly into the air and try to land over on the building that we were